My personal definition of health is an equilibrium of physical health, emotional health, and social health. Physical health isn't just how much you can lift at the gym. It is also about putting the right foods in your body to keep your body strong and healthy. Also, exercising for at least 30 minutes a day can help your health tremendously and decrease your risk of cardiovascular disease, which is the #1 killer in the United States. Mental health is also a huge part of your overall health. Try to keep your levels of stress to a minimum and seek help if you need it. Mental health is often overlooked, but please try not to overlook your mental health, because if your mental health isn't in check, the rest of your health will slowly become unbalanced also. And finally, when referring to social health, I mean surround yourself with positive people. Cut out all the negative people in your life that don't want to see you succeed and only want to get drunk every weekend when there's a frat party. You don't need that in your life. Find friends who can grow and flourish with you. Like me. I'll be your friend. Hey guys, so I'm recording this on St. Patty's Day, so look at that. Happy St. Patty's Day, even though you're going to be watching this in class on Thursday. Okay, anyways, there are many different definitions of health, such as the medical model's definition, which is health is the absence of illness or disease. And then there's another definition from Society of Academic Emergency Medicine, and their definition is a state of physical and mental well-being that facilitates achievement of individuals and societal goals. The final definition we're going to talk about comes from the Women's Health Organization, and they have defined health as a healthcare system of all activities aimed to promoting, restoring, and maintaining health. The Women's Health Organization's goal is to build a better, healthier future for people all over the world. Working through offices in more than 150 countries, Women's Health Organization staff members work side by side with governments and other partners to ensure the highest attainable level of health for all people. Together, we strive to combat diseases, infectious diseases like influenza and HIV, non-communicable ones like cancer and heart disease as well. We help mothers and children survive and thrive so they can look forward to a healthy old age. We ensure the safety of the air people breathe, the food they eat, the water they drink, and the medicines and vaccinations they need.
What are determinants of health? Determinants of health are the multiple factors that determine one's health status and well-being. These determinants were developed after it was discovered that focusing only on delivering medical care was not doing enough to improve health. There are 4 categories of determinants of health: environment, behavior and lifestyle, heredity, and medical care. Heredity is an important determinant of health because one's genetics predispose individuals to certain diseases. There are diseases that are hereditary, meaning that they can be passed on from generation to generation, such as diabetes and hypertension. The earlier that these hereditary diseases can be identified, the sooner that a doctor can start coming up with an intervention to help each individual better take care of themselves. This is where keeping a family history comes into play. A family history is a record of diseases that your family members have developed. By tracking your family history of disease, it gives people a better understanding of what diseases they might be at risk for. Knowing this information, they can be given an intervention by a doctor on how they can live a healthy lifestyle, which can lessen the severity of disease. In some cases, early intervention has even influenced the development of disease. For example, diabetes is a hereditary disease. Diabetes is when your blood sugar levels are higher than normal. If your parents and grandparents have diabetes, you are highly likely to develop diabetes yourself. However, just because you're predisposed to developing diabetes doesn't mean you need to give up right away. If you talk to your doctor about your family history of diabetes, your doctor will then guide you through an appropriate intervention. If you have prediabetes, which is when you have higher than normal blood sugar levels, but it's not high enough to be considered diabetes, your doctor will educate you about how you can slow down the development of diabetes through healthy lifestyle choices. If you already have diabetes, then your doctor will talk to you about how you can learn to control and manage the symptoms so you can still live a healthy lifestyle. As you can see, the determinant of health known as heredity is very important, and it has a strong link to another determinant of health, which is your individual behavior and lifestyle choices.
My name is Justine, and here's my definition of health. Most of the time, when people say I want to be healthy, they're referring to their physical health. They want to eat better, so they cut out junk food from their diet, eat fruits, vegetables, meat low in fat, and drink more water. They might also start working out at the gym or at home, and their workout routine can range from 30 minutes to an hour. But personally, when I say I want to be healthy, I'm referring to my emotional, mental, physical, and social health. In my opinion, wellness is more likely to be achieved if there's a balance in the four dimensions I mentioned. However, I believe that mental health is the most significant to a person's overall well being but it is not taken as seriously as physical health. If you or a loved one are feeling extreme sadness, hopeless, or have thoughts of suicide, seek help because the earlier you address the issue, the better. Your mental health is so important, so check in on others, but don't forget to take care of yourself too. Because once you're in a good place mentally, you will be too, emotionally, physically, and socially. Different types of health. Holistic health treats the whole person: physical, mental, spiritual, and social aspects. Illness versus disease. Illness is identified by a person's perception and evaluation of how he or she is feeling. People are ill when they infer a diminished capacity to perform tasks and roles expected by society. Disease is based on a professional evaluation and requires therapeutic intervention. Disease classifications are acute, subacute, and chronic. Acute is relatively severe, episodic, which means short of duration and often treatable. Examples are myocardial infarction and lack of kidney function. Subacute is a condition in between acute and chronic. Chronic is less severe but long and continuous. It can be controlled but can lead to serious complications such as asthma, diabetes, and hypertension.
Behavior and lifestyle is one of the leading determinants of health. This includes your diet, exercise, unhealthy behaviors like partying all night, drinking, smoking, gambling, and other risky decisions a person can make. Living an unhealthy lifestyle can lead to heart disease, diabetes, STDs, cancer, and more. So live a stress-free lifestyle by hiking, going on adventures, sightseeing, taking a mini vacation to Disneyland, and surrounding yourself with those who make you happy. Your environment is also a leading determinant of health. Factors include the physical dimension like air pollution, food and water contaminants, radiation, and other toxic chemicals. Socioeconomic relates to your status and the kind of access you have to better healthcare, while the sociocultural dimension is your learned behavior that you share within the society. Medical care is also a key factor influencing health, but people cannot rely on medical care alone. Yes, you can get the best healthcare possible by getting daily checkups, but it is also up to you to take responsibility for your own health and well-being.